Hello, happy thinkers. It's Melissa here, and I know it's been a couple of weeks since I have shot a video. But anyways, I'm trying to fix that light in the background. Anyways, my name is Melissa, and thank you for joining the channel. I'm the creator of Think Me First and Rock Your Vibe Apparel. So welcome to WTF, also known as Wednesday Thought Forum. And today we are going to be shooting live our 75th episode. Today we're going to be talking about intermittent fasting, and it's just going to be an easy guide for beginners. We're not going to get too much into it. Reason I chose this topic is today, we are on the 5th of January, and guess what most people are doing? They are creating their resolutions. Maybe they failed already. Who knows? But one of the biggest resolutions out there for New Year's is weight loss. And so I thought this would be appropriate. Now, I do have another video. If you just go to thinkmefirst.com and in the search bar type in New Year, I do have a video and a blog there about how to bring in the new year. And it's not necessarily focusing on New Year's resolutions, but still focusing on goals, but also knowing that those goals may change. So unlike a resolution where you have weight loss, it's pretty generic. It's hard to achieve because you got to clarify, maybe you want to lose 100 pounds, you only lose 10, so then you feel like a failure. So, it's just several ways that you can bring in the new year that's not really holding you accountable for a goal that may not be attainable over a course of a year, but maybe smaller goals over a course of a year. Again, that may change and fluctuate, but you're still achieving and obtaining those goals. So stop by there and get that. But without further ado, just a few things about me. Again, I'm the creator of Think Me First and Rock Your Vibe Apparel. You can find all my information down below. We are found on Facebook, Pinterest. We have our YouTube channel here. I also have my storefront, Rock Your Vibe, and you can find that at rockyourvibe.com, where we design high vibration apparel. So those are a few places you can find us. And then if you have a moment, if you can just hit the subscribe button below and then give me a thumbs up if you like this video, that really helps our ratings go up so more people can find us. And then hit that notification bell and you will be notified every time we do upload a WTF, also known as Wednesday Thought Forum video, which is every Wednesday at 7 p.m.-ish. Again, we shoot everything live for WTF. So those will be uploaded every Wednesday. But without further ado, let's get started. Yay! I put that one in there for my father and my sister. They were making fun of me with Stewie, if you guys have seen that from Family Guy. Another joke. But anyways, without further ado, intermittent fasting. It's not a diet, okay? So we need to keep our mind focused on that. It is not a diet. Intermittent fasting it's a time frame in which you eat. With diets, you have these restrictions for calories and certain food restrictions, things like that. But with intermittent fasting, again, there's no specifications as to what you can eat and what you cannot eat. It simply, again, is a time frame as to when you eat. And intermittent fasting, I do this. I love intermittent fasting. And I know a lot of people that are successful with it, but it's proven to have some benefits, health benefits. And again, as with any video I do here, everyone's going to be different. So I just give you ideas for you to explore and find what works for you. But it does have many health benefits, including like weight loss, cell restoration. Some people get more focused or clarity when they fast. So there's all kinds of different variations as to how they will affect you or how you would plan to do your fast. And then also keep in mind that it may not be for everyone. So if you do have any medical conditions, be sure to check with your doctor before you try fasting to see if it's for you or not. So why do people fast? Why is it popular? It's very popular right now, but why do people fast? If you think about it, humans have been fasting forever since, cave days or whenever. They may not have any food to eat that day, so there's a fasting day, and then they find something the next day. There's religious purposes that people intermittently fast, such as the sacred month of Ramadan for others. So there's many reasons why people will fast. It's up to you to, again, identify, first of all, why you want to fast, how you're going to do it, and then what works for your lifestyle so that you can achieve these goals. So again, some of the benefits that it has is just possibly weight loss. Some people will simply fast just to simple their lives. And it helps with decreasing inflammation. Sometimes it helps with diabetes, and then your overall focus and clarity. But again, if you go to my website and read the article, there's many other reasons that intermittent fasting is beneficial. But think about it, we as humans, if you think about it in a non-food way, we fast a lot. How many of us take vacations? I know I do whenever I can. So you're fasting from work. Maybe you have a time frame where you don't look at your phone or social media or anything for a couple hours a day. So, from 8 to 10 at night, I'm not going to look at my phone. That's a form of fasting. Or maybe, you plan on watching TV only 2 days a week versus 5 days a week. That's a form of fasting. So if you think about it, we may do it in other ways, but now we're just applying it to food. All right. So, and then before we move on, I want to make sure that you do understand that fasting is different than starving. Fasting is a choice. Starving is not always a choice. So keep that in mind too, that when we are fasting, it is a choice. All right. So there's a lot of different types of fasting out there. And again, it's up to you to find out what works for you and your lifestyle and your eating habits. But just to go over a few simple ones, only because, again, this is a beginner's guide. Keep in mind, you may be fit and healthy and you can do all of these. Maybe one or two of them, and maybe, again, none of them are for you. So just keep in mind. And then they could also be modified too. Again, you got to find what fits for you. I've tried different forms of fasting and I found one. And then sometimes when I get stagnant, I may move to another. So, you may modify it with different time frames, or maybe even eating certain foods within certain time frames. And there's a lot of modifications. There's no one way to do it. Okay. But just keep in mind, again, that fasting is a time frame. It's not a diet. So again, just to simplify what fasting is, or some different forms, there's a 12-12 method. There's a 16-8 method. There's an eat, stop, eat method. There's a 5-day fast. There's a 5-2, and then there's a warrior method. And those are just to name a few of them. The easiest one, I think, if you were not familiar with fasting and you want to start, is maybe the 12-12 method. And that's where for 12 hours of the day, you don't eat. And then for 12 hours of the day, you do eat. And if you think about that, it's not as difficult as you think, because you're sleeping for a good portion of those 12 hours that you're not eating. So that would be a good place to start if you're thinking about fasting. There's also the 16-8 method approach, and it's very similar to the 12-12, except for that you simply eat for only 8 hours versus 12. So you would eat for 8 hours and then fast for 16 hours. I currently do a 9-hour fast, and I don't eat I eat only between 12 and 9. And so that works for me and my lifestyle. There's another method called the 5-2, and it's kind of a little different because it's maybe a little more challenging for people, but it's, based really on how you're disciplined with food. But you will eat for 5 out of the 7 days of the week and fast for 2 of those. And usually the days that you fast are in between days that you eat. So that's just another one, but there's many others out there. Okay. So that's again up to you. So some people may ask, okay, what can I eat or drink during a fast? Again, fasting is a time frame. So don't get caught up in what you can eat or drink. What I can tell you, because again, the eating part is all about you as well. You need to find those foods that work for you. Some people can eat pizza all day long and be fine. Others have to be more regimented and have to eat so much meat or so many vegetables. And then some just can eat vegetables only. So again, you need to find out what works for you. One thing that I can say for sure is when you are fasting, you really need, as with anything, you need to stay hydrated. Fasting or not, you need to stay hydrated, and that's with coffee, water, tea. So that's one thing I could tell you, you need to stay hydrated for that. Okay. So within your fasting times, I know a lot of people have this mindset that I need to eat breakfast, I need to eat lunch, I need to eat dinner. Then some people may say, okay, a snack in between dinner and lunch and a snack between a breakfast and dinner. That's just because, with the 5 food groups and everything, we've just always been, it's gone through our heads that we need to have 3 meals a day. It's not necessarily true. So keep that in mind as well, because again, there's a lot of health benefits to fasting. So basically when you're fasting, you eat when you're hungry, but there are kind of some boundaries to that. It's better to eat smaller meals and snack. And again, this is with healthy food or whatever food works for you. And you only eat until you're full. You don't want to overeat and look like the Stay Puft Marshmallow Man, or feel like them when you're done, or feel like it's Thanksgiving Day all over again. But you just want to eat until you're full, and then that's it. And you don't have to eat at lunch. You don't have to eat at dinner. Many times I have a snack at lunch and then I eat a full dinner. I also calorie count too, so that helps me, but that's one of my modifications. Again, so whatever works for you. I can tell you it really helps to diary what you eat. That way you just get used to the foods that you eat. And then if you're losing weight or inches, then, it's easier for you. But again, totally up to you. So now people may ask, how long do I fast? And again, that's another personal choice. Some people will do it as a lifestyle. I mean, I do mine every day. I'm fasting between 12 and 9. Am I solid on this? No. If I'm going out for the evening, I may end up eating even later, or maybe my parents want me to join them for lunch, so I'll eat earlier. I'll just modify my 9-hour time frame. That's all. The one thing you want to keep in mind when you're fasting, even dieting really, is you don't want it to be negative. You don't want it to be a chore. You want it to be a choice. Okay. So just make sure you're easy on yourself. If you go over and outside of the time frame that you're supposed to eat, be kind to yourself. It's going to happen. Correct it the next day. Or if you treat yourself to a dessert that you're going to maybe gain some weight, be kind to yourself. Because again, those are rewards, and you need to keep rewarding yourself in order to build this and achieve the goal. Okay. So don't be hard on yourself. And just eat things that make you feel good. All right. So, with diets and fasting periods and exercise, again, just don't be hard on yourself. Start small and then set more challenges and goals as you learn how to do it. And then your body becomes accustomed to it too. I know I cut soda out of my diet, and when I drink soda now, I just totally get sick, and I can't believe I do it, but I do it anyways every once in a while. But anyways, that's just, that's just me. But again, just keep the whole process positive, as with anything, whether you're learning sleep habits or just any kind of new habit. Keep it positive, because when you start to add negative to it, or it feels like a chore, then it's not going to be a choice. And you want everything to be a choice. And that's what I call my fasting. Or if I go on a diet, I don't call it a diet, I call it a choice. But again, just be positive about it. Be easy on yourself. Reward yourself. Don't be so strict. when it comes to if you do diet or whatever, so that you can stay on goal. I want to point out another big thing too is if you're looking to lose weight, remember that it's not all about weight. You may lose inches before you lose weight. So don't step on that scale all the time and have these negative thoughts, because I'm one of these people that I lose inches before I lose weight. So I don't step on the scale every day. I may do it like once a week or something. But I'm not focused on that. If I feel good and, I feel that I'm losing inches, or I just feel good and I want to stay where I am, that's how I kind of live. So I don't worry about numbers. But anyways, if you have any tips, please comment them below so that we can share our ideas. If you have any other ideas that you want me to research for this year that you want to hear about, please drop them in the comments below and I'll check them out and we'll do a show on them. But anyways, starting off the new year, I just want to thank everyone. I'm very grateful for all your support, your love. Glad you guys watch and comment. So really appreciate it. And I hope this is a good year for all of us. So just remember, think me first. It's not selfish, but it is necessary. Everyone have a good evening. Appreciate you stopping by. Thank you.